Hey guys, welcome to Surmacast 6. We are back in Czechia and we're here to talk about stuff and answer your questions.
Question.
Yes, true. We only have one question, but that might be quite enough. So Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
And this year will be better than the last one. How can I know that? Last year sucked so thoroughly, it's impossible to outsuck that.
Well, there can always be war.
There could be. Okay, let me not tempt fate here. Let's hope this year will be better than the last one. We had one question from the last podcast, and it's from Philip Russell on YouTube. And he asks, since you are in the Faroes, I am curious what your favorite thing about the Faroe Islands are. Here being a native and Victoria being a visitor. So, ladies first, what are your favorite
Then
things
go on.
about the Faroes?
Well, first of all, it would be definitely nature, the landscape. It's just, it's very original. I don't think it looks like any other country I ever seen. Well, I didn't see many countries, but yeah. So I really love it. It's magical, and I think that's actually even the most popular thing about Faroes in general. That's the reason why everyone goes there, right? So this would be first. Second would be people. I really like I don't know the way how they behave. They are quite welcoming, I would say. Also quite distant from the beginning because they're Scandinavian, but no, I think they are really nice, mostly people. And third, what is the third?
I don't know, you tell me.
The how to really call it culture support, but it's not really culture. It's also with the sports. I just like how the country is supportive about no matter what person wants to do. And I'm not sure if it's about the whole country or about the government. I would say both, because other people should be also supportive. Friends and
Yeah.
people like this. So I simply like how supportive they are, because the cultural support is quite big. I think you have great amount of musicians and artists, and also good sport people.
Yeah.
And I think it's really nice, and not all the countries have that.
Yeah, that may be true. You were not going to mention food. I thought you were going to mention that at the top.
That's the fourth one.
Fourth, for the Faroes food. There's a lot of support for culture in the Faroes, that's true. But I think from early on, the Faroes realized that if there was going to be any Faroes culture, they would have to support it, because it's not going to support itself very easily. Like, I don't know, say for example, French or literature or Russian literature. I mean, they have a huge market, whereas the Faroes have a tiny market.
Well, I think it used to be, not anymore. I don't think the scene nowadays is as supportive. I think it always goes like the older pieces of, let's say, literature.
Yeah.
And even about music, the older pieces got support after usually many years.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
So it's not like immediate support.
Yeah, that's probably true. And there's also the regarding the sports, there's a deliberate attempt to keep the young people out of trouble and give them easy access to sports and music and culture. And that, as they have done in Iceland, clearly helps. So there's win-win incentive to do that. As for my favorite things about the Faroes, of course, my family is there, so that counts a lot. And about the personality of the people and the landscape, I don't really notice until after I've lived somewhere else for a long time, and which I have now. So I do see that the landscape is really quite something. And I've traveled quite a lot, and it's unlike anything I've seen anywhere. The closest I think you can get is Norway, but Norway has its own spectacularness in a different way. So it's also quite something to look at, but not quite like the Faroes. And of course, I like the cultural support. It's one of the reasons why I was ever able to make a career in the first place. And the food is unlike anywhere, and the way my mother makes it is as good as it gets.
We also gained a lot of kilos just in those 2 weeks we were there.
Phrase so.
Yes. Oh, that's my dog, by the way. If you hear dog barking, it's our tiny Rottweiler. He's quite big.
Tiny Rottweiler. He's not so tiny.
Nope.
He's a murderous beast, and he would kill you as soon as look at you.
You, not me. He loves me.
Yes.
And he likes you.
About the Faroes, I also like the position of the country. I like not having borders to any other country. I like the feeling of, I wouldn't call it isolation, but maybe
it's pretty isolated to me.
Reclusiveness. I don't know. I never felt isolated growing up there, not at all. But now that I go there, I appreciate the relative remoteness and position in the middle of the ocean. It's a very nice feeling, and I like that. I like the language, the fact that it even has a language. It's not it didn't come by itself. Some people through history made a great effort to preserve the language, and some cultural preferences made it possible. The fact that we have ballads,
Wow.
most linguists say, is the very reason the language exists. And those are my things.
Wow.
Yes. So, anything to add?
Oh, also another thing is, what I like is the traditional costumes you have. It's so beautiful.
Yes, that might be true. It's not that old of an invention. It's based
No.
on, everyday clothes from a few hundred years ago.
But it looks very nice.
Yeah, it does
So
look quite
if you
nice.
want to see how it looks, maybe you can add it into the video somehow, right?
I
somewhere
can
there.
put it somewhere
There.
maybe. Yeah, please don't give me more work.
Okay, you can Google it.
Faroese traditional costume.
Yes.
And
That was just my father that came from outside.
sure. And so, shall we call it short this time? Easy start of the year.
Yes.
So this was podcast 6. And if you have any questions for us, put them in the comments below this video, and we'll answer them in the next one. We try to put out episodes on each Monday. We skipped the last one because we were in the Faroes and we had bad Wi-Fi and we were busy.
Yes.
Henceforth, we hope to make one every Monday. Please visit surma.band, see if there's any merch you like. You can also visit tur.fo, see if you can find some merch there. That would be very good for us.
We actually didn't plan this.
No, we didn't.
No.
This happened spontaneously.
Yes.
So
We like to support each other.
yes, we do. So until next time,
Bye.
cheers.